Hi, my name is Marisa, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you already saw one of my videos, I'm happy that you liked it and that you are now seeing this one. In today's video, we are going to speak about the Westman Atelier Stick Foundation Vital Skin. We will look into ingredients and claims, foundation shades, and I will do some shade comparison swatches for you. I will show you the application and wear results in 3 different days. I got the Westman Atelier contour stick and one of the blushes, so I will be applying that for you to see as well. If you are interested in this content, just keep on watching, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. It's really important to me and it really helps to support my channel. Thank you. Before we start with today's content, I have to tell you that I'm testing a new camera, so you will probably see differences in terms of lighting and definition of the different footage in the next couple of videos, so for that I do apologize beforehand. Okay, so Westman Atelier is the brainchild of Gucci Westman, a former makeup artist and creative director of Lancôme. According with what is stated on her website, she designed her makeup line focusing on formulations cruelty-free and clean, which do not include the following nasties that you can see on the photo on the side, sorry, and that comply with the European Union's high safety standards for clean makeup. She wanted to create an entirely organic line, but in order to ensure the product's performance, she had to include some synthetics, which are nevertheless 100% vetted for human use and for the environment. The formulations include the following natural base active ingredients included at proven efficacy levels that you can see on the photo, and I checked some of them in the internet to see what were the benefits that they brought. Namely, I checked the caper extract. In Portuguese is called alcaparra extrato, and it's a fruit that is used in condiments and sauces, which recently has been included in some products for rosacea, because it has anti-inflammatory properties and improves the circulation on the capillaries and blood vessels at the surface of the skin, and therefore reducing redness. Vitis vita grape extract, like all the red grape extracts, are widely used in the cosmetic industry for their antioxidant and brightening properties, and berry flux vita is a mixture of different products obtained from raspberry, for instance, that is used to improve the moisture and elasticity of the skin. And before we go into the foundation, let me tell you a little bit about me and my skin. So I'm 49 years old and I have a combination skin, which unfortunately seems to have skin barrier impaired because it's almost always dehydrated. And I have rosacea, which shows up as small red vessels at the surface of the skin, namely around my nose. Additionally, because I had the habit of spraying perfume behind my ears, with the exposure to the sun, I also got additional redness on these areas. And that's why I don't want to use at all any products that have added fragrance to the formulations. And finally, I also have wrinkles, of course, large pores here on this area of the T-zone, and scars from acne from my teenage years on the cheeks and on my temples. With all this list of issues, what do I need on a foundation? I have mainly two types of foundation that I go to. One, longer wearing, typically medium full coverage, and I use this type of foundation namely when I go to work. And one that can be less coverage, less wearing on the skin, and typically more hydrating for being at home or for just going out for lesser periods of time. I also prefer a foundation that feels comfortable on the skin and that does not require any primer in order to avoid enhancing pores or wrinkles or any other imperfections of my skin. In terms of shades, my skin is cool, leaning on neutral. The Westman Atelier comes in this beautiful packaging with a cardboard box in light pink and silver. It's a twist up, feels very luxurious on the hand, and it has a magnetic closure. The claims are that this foundation is very creamy, that melts into the skin to give a natural, radiant appearance and without looking cakey or feeling heavy. There are 14 shades available, but honestly, the description of these shades are probably the most confusing I have ever seen. I've placed in an Excel sheet both the descriptions from Net-a-Porter and from the Westman Atelier site, and I tried to compare them. You can see them afterwards in a photo. The descriptions are not clear, in my opinion. The shade that I got is the Atelier number 2, and it's described as a medium fair, warm beige undertone. I find that because the foundation has a light to medium coverage, although it states that it's a warm beige, I can place it on my skin and it's perfect. So I'm going to swatch it for you to compare. I'll show you now the footage for the 3 application days. I'm going to start by applying my sunscreen. I'm going to apply the foundation on this side of my face with a brush, and on this side only with fingers. It's very creamy and it's spreading well, but I need to pass the brush several times because I can see the brush strokes on my skin. I'm going to apply it as concealer as well. It's very comfortable on the skin, and for now at least is a little bit tacky to the touch. The shade is good for me. So this is definitely one of those foundations that we need to be careful when applying with brush, because it will leave stroke marks. It's not setting into wrinkles and not setting into pores either. I would say it's a light coverage, light medium coverage. Do you see the difference between this side and this? I'm going to put a little bit more where I have more pigmentation and redness. So you can build it up a little bit, but not much more than this, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to apply it on this side with my fingers. I like to apply this foundation better with my fingers. It spreads very easily and I don't see any strokes. It blends with the heat of my hand. So it's you can apply it with a brush, but I think it's faster with your hands. It's less tacky, but it hasn't set yet completely. Creamy and comfortable, but I wouldn't say that it's not, because it has not settled. There's a slight feeling of it on the skin. And it's starting to settle on my creases here on the eyes. So if you want to use it as a concealer, you definitely need to powder it. Okay, so I'm going to wait just a little bit to see if it settles completely or not, if it stays tacky. And today, because it's the first day of test, I'm not going to apply any powder with the exception of my under eyes. And I will have to put a little bit of concealer, a stronger concealer, because this foundation does not cut the mustard on my under eyes. I would say that you can build it to a medium with 2 layers, but not more than that. About 15-20 minutes have passed and the foundation has almost settled. It doesn't settle completely, but it's not as tacky. Unfortunately, it has also settled on my wrinkles all over the eyes, and in the bigger pores I can also see it, especially on this side where I've applied it with the brush. Not when I look in front, but when I look to the side, I can see the pigmentation there. So I'm going to apply a little bit more with my fingers and really blend it in. It has a very like skin finish. It's radiant, but not oily looking. But honestly, without any setting powder, I don't think it's going to last long on my forehead. In the meantime, let's apply the contour. So I'm going in with directly like this. It has a similar feeling than the foundation. I'm going to blend it with this Real Techniques brush. It's a very nice color, although it's kind of warmer than I was expecting. Blends very easily, which I like very much. Leaves a very natural looking contour. So now I'm going in with the blush. I'm going to apply directly on my cheek. This blush is slightly drier. Oh, it was just the top. Now it's more or less similar. It's very nice. It gives just a very nice flush of color. It blends beautifully with the skin and very easily. Until now, I'm liking the contour and the blush more than I like the foundation. It's very nice and can be built to a more punchy color, as I hope you can see. Okay, so this is it. Foundation, contour and blush applied. So it's now exactly 12 o'clock. So let's see how long it's going to last on my skin. I will be back to show you when I think that it has died. See you soon. Hi guys, it's now 5:45 in the afternoon, so approximately 6 hours after application of the stick foundation, and as I expected, my oily T-zone is really starting to shine through, literally. So the chin is not very bad. Let me show you. I have zoomed in. I'm looking here through the view mirror from the camera, and I can see, and hopefully you will be able to see it as well, that the T-zone, so the areas around my nose, are quite shiny. My chin is not so bad, but my forehead is quite oily as well. I have to say that on the other areas that are more dry in my face, the skin, the foundation actually looked better after like half an hour, 1 hour, when the skin started to produce a little bit of more oil and it meshed better, and I feel it quite comfortable, and I don't see any pigment on the pores or any breakthrough. It's just really the oiliness on here on the sides and on the forehead. So on the next test day, I'm going to apply a powder, a setting powder on my forehead and here. Hopefully we will be able to take the foundation a little bit longer. Today is day 2 from our 3-day wear test, and I have already placed my sunscreen, which is the Neostrata. Going to place the Vitalumiere tinted hydro powder in 200. Okay, very lighting dust. I have already placed the protective screen on my skin, and now I'm going in with the application of the foundation. I'm going in with the IT Bye Bye Pores. It's more mattifying than my usual hydro powder by Vitalumiere. Okay, let's see how it wears today. Hi guys, I'm here to show you how the foundation looks like. So I placed it at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's now 7:45. I would say it went 7 hours and a half, looking decently well, but now it has completely expired. It's very oily on the forehead, not all over the forehead, but there are like patches where the oil is clearly passing through the foundation and the powder. On next to the nose, it's less, it's very radiant, but we don't see the oil. Same thing in the chin. I'm looking through a 10 times magnification mirror. The worst part is definitely the forehead. So in a combination skin, I would say that this foundation with the setting powder lasts 8 hours. More than that, probably only on a normal or dry skin. Still, regarding ingredients, I would like to say that the foundation has alcohol in it. It's more or less in the middle of the ingredient list, and for me it's not okay. I would prefer it if it didn't have any alcohol. During this entire period where I tested it, I didn't feel the alcohol in the skin whatsoever. I didn't felt the skin tight. Taking in consideration the position in the list and that the formula also has other moisturizing product, I think it's okay. So what are my final thoughts regarding the foundation? For me, I will definitely place it in the bucket of moisturizing foundations with wear up to 6 hours. And I'm totally comfortable and very happy to have it and wear it at home, where I don't have to set it and just can comfortably wear it, knowing that we'll have moisture and comfort for my skin. It's not a foundation that I will wear when I'm going out or for a glam event, or if I have to go to work and use it for 10, 11, 12 hours. But I'm very happy that I found it. I'm definitely going to wear it during this winter, especially on those very cold and windy days. My skin will thank me for it, and I think it will be a very good foundation if you have a normal dry skin. It will be ideal, I would say, if you are not very keen on heavy coverage. And that's it for this video. I hope that it's been clarifying, useful. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. I've placed a button on my channel page just for you to click it and go directly to my Instagram page. Thank you for watching this video, and I see you soon. Bye!